Well, if you're a patient with PIP implants, you're naturally going to be worried at this time and concerned. I think there's two questions that you need to ask. Do the PIP implants rupture more frequently than other implants, remembering that at least 1 in 10 of any brand of implant is going to rupture by 10 years? And if the PIP implants do rupture, is there going to be a problem to my health because they didn't use the medically approved silicone and they used cheaper industrial silicone? When people hear that industrial silicone has been used, of course, that's really worrying. Industrial silicone, it conjures up the ideas of it coming out of some dirty factory and scooped up off the floor and put into implants or something like that. To be called a medical grade, silicone has to undergo a series of tests that shows that it's safe to be used in humans. Any other kind of silicone is called industrial silicone, silicone that we've made to make the teats of babies' bottles, for example. If you took a container with silicone in it and you poured half of it into another container and you tested one container, did all the tests that are necessary to call it medical grade silicone, that bit would be able to be labelled medical grade silicone. The other container, where you haven't done the tests, would still be called industrial silicone, even though it's exactly the same. So the really important thing in the PIP issue is, was the silicone used up to the standards of medical grade silicone? And the TGA and the French authorities have had to do the tests to find out if that's the case. These tests are the same tests that need to be done when a company comes along and says, I want to make breast implants, I'm going to have these tests done on my silicone to make sure it's medical grade. Now, of course, that should have been done in the PIP case before they were implanted into people, but it wasn't. So the next best thing is to look at the PIP implants that haven't been put into people and submit them to the tests that they would have had to undergo if they wanted to be called medical grade silicone. And that's exactly what the TGA, the regulatory authority in Australia, has been doing for the last few months.